walks among swine. It's just a waste of time, cause they can't see you shine when you walk amongst the blind, even when you reflect divine. Yeah.
We know the difference between mobilization and organization because the enemy will use mobilization to demobilize us. Mobilization is very easy. Very, very easy. Because since we're people who are instinctively ready to respond against acts of injustice, anytime there's one little act of injustice, we can blow it up and we'll find people who come and make some mass demonstration around it. Miss Sally lost her job. Let's rally. She will get her job back. People will come and rally. So-and-so got kicked out of school because the teacher's unjust. The unjust, the people will come and rally. They will come to rally at issues. And this is what mobilization does. It mobilizes people around issues. Those of us who are revolutionary are not concerned with issues. We're concerned with the system. The difference must be properly understood. The difference must be properly understood. Mobilization usually leads to reform action, not to revolutionary action. If we would look scientifically at the October 16 million and more march, we would...
I am a Gye-Nyame man. I was born for greatness. My greatness comes from my potent center. I pledge to find and connect with my center. I pledge to build my spirit, mind, and body. I pledge to use my hands to build a better world for myself, my loved ones, and my community. I pledge to use my mind to think deeper, further, and higher to create a better reality for myself. I pledge to live my life and go beyond all my self-imposed limitations. I pledge to promote the principles of the Gye-Nyame warriors and to assist all those who are seeking the path of success. I pledge all these things first to myself, my teachers, to all my relations, and to my higher power. I am Gye-Nyame. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe.
Oh, we about to go now. My back is a cracking. Sending out these links. Hold on.
Stuff like that.
Quick question too. It
Go
can
ahead.
be on the record, off the record. It can be on the record. I heard Bob Johnson said he's talking to the higher powers, I guess the government, about reparations. And I guess the numbers that they come up with were about 3. Name is Saul, here in Ngozi, Northern Light Shopping Center. You want more than just a nice cut? Good conversation, good vibe, good music. Come see me at 3512 Cleveland Avenue.
Women, but the most important goddesses were black, not just for the African now, in the civilization of the Greeks. The Greek was so profoundly affected by the Africans that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey, the woman who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her, is Circe, who is represented as a black woman with African features on the Greek vases. The woman who helps Jason win the Golden Fleece is a black woman, Medea. The woman who marries Perseus, the Greek hero, is
Africans.
Once again, technical difficulties. We'll be with you in a second.
To have melanin embedded in our skin is a gift.
Oh my gosh, when I say too black, you say too strong. Too black?
Too strong?
Yeah.
We were born to be great.
Oh my gosh, when I say too black, you say too strong. Too black?
Born to be great.
Ayimbobe is an acronym. Mind, Body, and Universal Balance Empowerment Institute. It is also Zulu. It means lion, of course. With that, we're working with resiliency. We're working with trauma-informed care. With all of the mind-body connections that we need to not only address so many of our ills, but also to heal from them. There's no one giant step that does it. It's a lot of little steps. Author unknown. How do you regulate? Yoga, meditation, and Bube. Mind, body, universal balance, empowerment. We're waiting for you. How do you regulate?
Oh, it's time to grab your glasses, family. It's time for us to get started. I'm so excited. Sitting up here, Kid Magic. This is Kid Magic Rock. Shouts out. Here we go.
Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath. Take it.
Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink, 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 drink. Or Or should I say, breathe, breathe, then drink?
Take a breath, take your breath.
Now, grab your glass for some water.
Grab your glass.
Lift your pitcher of that water.
Or a bottle.
Get that pitcher of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink, 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 drink.
Drink your
Or should I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water.
Move your body.
Move your body and drink some water.
Move your body.
Move your body and drink some water, fam. Just move your body. Drink, 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 drink.
Drink your
Or should
water.
I say, move, then drink.
Move your body. Move your body.
Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink.
Drink your
Or should
water.
I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water.
Take your breath.
Lift and pour yourself some water.
Pour.
Move your body, drink some water.
Move it.
Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the four pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces.
Eat a culturally appropriate diet.
Behave. Take your breath.
Come on.
Lift and pour.
You can do it.
Move your body.
Come on. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink up.
Come on. Drink it. Drink it. Drink it. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Drink it. Lift it. Drink it. Come on. Drink that health in.
Drink, 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 drink.
Drink your water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath. Take your breath.
Lift and pour.
Lift it.
Move your body.
Come on. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink.
Come on. Come on.
Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour.
Come on, pour it.
Move your body.
Move.
Move. Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink.
What?
Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Alright, family, it's time for us to get started on this toast. And of course, I need to remind you, you are now standing in the congregation of the mighty, the home of the stubborn minority. Is that stubborn? Do I look stubborn enough? The place where your hustle builds muscle. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. Of course, you know it's a Heart of a Simple production. And we are on our daily toast. It's time for us to celebrate our ancestors. And of course, once again, it is a Heart of a Simple production, where we strive to blow up your old paradigms. How things down in Texas? We got a family member from Texas checking us out, family. Let's give her a round of applause after the explosion get done. Audience, spiritual audience. Hold on. 3, 2, 1. Hold. Now. Thank you for checking us out in Texas. Hope everything is going well down there for you. All right, I'm gonna need to put in the headphones real quick because the feedback is gonna kill the rest of the audience. But family, I want to welcome you to today's Daily Toast. And of course, you know, Brother Hatim got some ranting to do. It's some very disturbing things going on in the world, and I see new words popping back up that have always bothered me. Now I can't figure out why my sound is not coming through on my. There we go. All right, I was trying to wonder why my sound wasn't coming through on my station. But listen, family, listen. We got new words popping up. New word. Y'all already know how I am about some of these words, right? So, in the news, as we start going through the news, we start seeing words pop up that we have saw before, and a lot of these words become troublesome to me. I hate them, like words like transparency and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So we got some news to go through because I want to point out just a few things to you. But of course, before we do that, we got to salute these ancestors. But even before that, family, I need to remind you that we do have the DigiFest going down this weekend from 12 to 6 p.m. We will be streaming. I know a lot of y'all ain't gonna be able to do that whole 6 hours, but you know, there is a schedule. We have posted the schedule up. You can make sure that you drop in and check out the parts that you want to see, and I would suggest you come in and see some of the other stuff because there's going to be some yoga going down. Yes, there will be. Yep. There's going to be some cooking lessons going on. Yes. We're going to be doing it like that. We got some music going on, right? We got a system called Ujamaa that we use here at Gye-Nyame Journey that I want to make sure that the family get introduced to, and it's going to be introduced by Brother Philip Shock Matthews. Right? And he's going to be coming on the show. We also have Brother Dr. Professor Greg Kamati Carr coming to have a conversation with the family. We have B-Jazz and his group. They're going to be popping up doing some live music. We're going to have several different camera angles. And, of course, we got Brother Shaka that's also going to be laying us out with some music. It is going to be going down, family. It's going to be going down. We're going to make sure some bathroom breaks in there for you. Because we know some of y'all got to pee. Some of y'all ain't got strong bladders. I ain't got a strong bladder like I used to. So I got to put some stuff in there so that I can make sure that the old man on YouTube, the old man on social media can get to where he needs to get. Right? But anyway, I just want to make sure that y'all know about that. Also, family, any new people out there that want to add some ancestors to the list, by all means, you could do that. If you are on the timeline right now, post it up. If you catch this show later, because obviously a lot of y'all be catching the show later, go to Gye-Nyame Journey on Facebook and post a comment, or not even post a comment. Send us an inbox. Send us a message. Message us. I think you can do the same thing on Instagram as well. But you can post your ancestors up, and we will be saluting them every day as we do here. Because, of course, you know, on Ukaumba, we're going to have, so I'm going to have to do the toast. I'm going to just get up and do the toast real quick, and then we'll move right into DigiFest. All right, but anyway, so let me see what we're going to do. I'm going to do the old faithful here. We're going to pull out that ambrosia. This, I know some of y'all are like, ugh. I like my shit unfiltered. Now, this is the unfiltered, right? This is what the family gets. Those that, you know, they say, we want to filter, Brother Hatim. That's how it look filtered. We got some more batches brewing right now. So we're going to go on and pop this one this morning and see what we got. That was nice. But hold on. Let's see if we can get a nicer one. I'm going to still drink that, but I want to see what's going on because the red was kind of exciting the other day. Let's see if we get y'all a nice little pop. Oh. Yeah, maybe we're going to have to toast with that red today. Y'all see that? I love that, man. Oh, man, we're going to toast with that red. Now I'm going to let that red build up some more. Build up. All right, let's go back to the original. The original, the filtered one, unfiltered. Need some protection for my microbiome. Feed my microbiome. Stay healthy, right? All right. So let's get it. So we got any ancestors? Nope. All right, cool. We're about to get started. Let me scoot stuff in just a little bit. All right. Y'all ready? Let's get it. First off, giving honor to the creator by whatever name you choose to call that creator. We lift up our glass. We salute that creator. Oh, before we stop. We got a show tonight. And tonight we are moving into, of course, we already on this. So let's talk about the proverb. Oh, my kids. Lord have mercy. My kids have been in my book. You know how I know? I know because my pages have been moved. All right. Sight and creation always interact. All right. Oh my God. They done took move my page marker and everything. Good God Almighty. All right. So we are going to be coming from the African openness to the tree of life. All right. Tonight we're going to be having that discussion. Right. So I'm just trying to find the proverbs right now. So bear with me. The words are, nope. Flame of the fire, blessings come to those who gather, nope. Truth seekers' wisdom use divine formula. Existence has face on every side, nope. 521:20, 528:20. Okay, we did those in 520. All the past for envy 528, 611:20. The secret to open every door. Okay, I remember that. The original name is original essay, the knowledge holder. Okay, true. Temple is holding place cosmic loss. All right. So we on the 18th. So here we go. Helplessness stems from ignorance of errors, but consciousness attracts the power of the law. So the knowledge holders. Now, once again, we got to get into the discussion about what they mean when they're talking about the law. All right. Shouts out to Demigoddess. How you doing? Welcome. Helplessness stems from the ignorance of errors, but consciousness attracts the power of the law, say the knowledge holders. Obedience, now that's number one. Obedience itself is bowing, say the knowledge holders. It is the humbling of the heart. Obedience itself is bowing, say the knowledge holders. It is the humbling of the heart. And last, if we are able to make it, because the human being is spirit, the human being may communicate with spirit, say the knowledge holders. Where is my pen? There we go. So we're going to put down 6:18:20. There we go. All right. So those are the ones for tonight. So those of you that want to kind of think about them before we have our conversation. Helplessness stems from the ignorance of errors, but consciousness attracts the power of the law, say the knowledge holders. Proverb 1. Obedience itself is bowing, say the knowledge holders. It is the humbling of the heart. Okay? That's number 2. And number 3, because the human being is spirit, the human being may communicate with spirit, say the knowledge holders. I think we kind of do that every day, don't we? All right, but anyway, let me go and give a wave out, waving out to people, All right, so let's keep it, let's build real quick. All right, first off, we're going to lift up our glass to the creator by whatever name you choose to call that creator. We know that force is always around us, always with us, always moving through us and moving through others. But we want to become conscious of it. Especially in this moment, we want to lift up that spirit. And we want to say, Ashe. From there, family, we move to our list of our ancestors, in which we read every day because, on Gye-Nyame, we talk about, I'm telling you, Gina be coming out here messing with my stuff. hell for an African is being forgotten, and we strive never to forget our personal ancestors. So we want to show them the love that they showed us. We want to show them the protection that they showed us. And we want to make sure that they know that they still got a home with us, right? Our ancestors are an extension of our family. They are our family. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to celebrate them. We're going to lift up their memories, and invite the energy into us, into our lives. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to start with our list. We lift up our glass and we salute. Let's start with our list. Miles Brown, Ms. Ann, Robert and Texana Davis. Oh, I thought somebody said something. Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robert and Texana Davis, Herman Brown Sr., Rosalie Tilly, George and William Walter, Chris and Fanny Gaston, Aunt Lena, Uncle Chris, Aunt Fiend, Cleveland, Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvara Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallar, Montague Pittman, Nomo X, Pet Mott Ram, Malika Fakur, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamal, Elder Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofo, Hector Jr., Jay Edwards, Carlisle Hayes, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy right there, Gail Paulina, Luxor Brothers, Miss Hila Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Alonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Triggs, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Natalie Lorella Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Rinneman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend Jane Smith, Lois Henderson, Calvin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sel Well, Levita Farmer, Ago Sosu, Shell Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, oh my God. Terrell Dunbar, I want to say Ida. Let me just get back on track. I lost the rhythm. I started thinking about other stuff. Terrell Dunbar, where we are. Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Dale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sel Well, Levita Farmer, Ago Sosu, Shell Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dixon, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Addie Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza, Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth, I'm sorry, Kwame. All right, we on Kwame's ancestors. We have Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, May Esther, Keach Larice, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Spell, Slimmy, Severn Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Percy Moore, Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hida Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Ophelia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie E. Quills, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quills, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, James W. West, Charles Bell Sr. I'm just started Percy Moore Jr., Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Hida Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Bankster, May Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quills, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quills, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, Jane Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hadley Lester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martinez, Amatet Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Delma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Allen Ohio, Frank and Russell and Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Mina Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Alice Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carlos Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Denny Monaries, Gene and Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan. We also have William Walter West, Nigella Parrish, Basiji Falani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Delise Waters, DeFriedis Hines, Ines Bostic, Anna Bostic, Winifred Scantleberry, Wilson Haley, Emma Hines, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spratling, Calvin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee, Print Up Jr., William Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Edith Cadney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Mark Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Russell Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Naylon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingle, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gasson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Cathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Buki, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word I, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Harper, Irene Johnson, President Bruce Jefferson, Darren Wilkerson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Cleavis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evan, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimmel Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet McKay, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino Baby Hatch, Has Senior, Mally Miller, Housie Hashtag, Cleveland Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Dorita Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, President Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Lily Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Coper, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath Sr., Ira Moore, Miss Vanilla, Iris Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Erton Houston, Lynn Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, Henry West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, Ann Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Bond, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Raymond Laura Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Noon Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brownlee Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Muriel Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Irvin, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Irvin Sr., Michael Irvin, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robbie Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rayshawn Easley, Javan McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekamaha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jacqueline Broadus, Reginald Alvin, Mazarine Cooper, George Swan, Emmanuel Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Andy Ferguson, William Ferguson, and Shelby McClendon. Let's move on to the Black Book. We have Joella Giles, James Carswell, Roberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis. We got Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shang Lewis, Ronald Sheldon Jr., Damian Top, Christina Banks, Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundiff, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jermonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Mashawn McHale, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jepson, Ralph Mickens, Eric Walker, Quincy Sample, Candace Simmons, Simon Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sadie Garner, Member Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lumpkin, Elizabeth Johnson, Frank Smith, Stacey Trice, Denise Gray, Nathaniel Hassan Turner, Khalid is in transition, Nigel Turner, Demetrius Lewis Flynn, Alberta Woods, Geneva Simmons, Daniel Tilley, Angeline Gantz, Sharifa, Oscar Kane, Audrey Gripper, Dominic Nichols, Ruthie Lane Johnson, Teresa Sambu, Aunt Maxine, Uncle James, Harry Munger II, Tamara Dowdy, Nicole Harris, Julia Taylor, Richard Bozeman II, Ruth Carter, John Carter, Mr. Thornton, Johanna, Jasandra Lynette Lewis, Henderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry Essex II. Great Ujamaa to you as well, Miss Sheila. Henry Essex II, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walton, Alauti Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Giles, Sonny, Pete Walton, William Walton, Fred Powers, Elijah Juan Hakeem and Como, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, also known as Dr. Karimi Mackey, Victor Bowden, Drusilla Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White, Talton, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Johnson Carl White, Desi Woods, Talar Woods Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, Cynthia Ann Wright, Richard Dorsey, Annie Simpson, Jamara Simpson, Regina Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, Eddie Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins, Edward Webster, Alice Webster, Ivy Webster, Arnella Willis, Ethel Lane, Samantha DeMond, Ethel Marshall, Steve Dougie Shelton. We got William Bill Walker, Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Gray, Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young III, Isaac Jackson Sr., Drusilla Merle, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Merle, Sylvester Foster, James and Lizzie Winston, Abe and Julia Lawrence, Ozell Leathers Sr., Gladys Cooper, Ozell Leathers Jr., Geneva Jackson, R.J. Lacey, also known as Toot the Don, Sabre Winston, Chris Kinney, Margaret Minter, We have Mary Smith, Juanita Florine Stith Gibbs, Carl William Duncan Jr., Janet Callahan, Danny Hill, Miko D. Nice Hill, Andre Martin, Mabel Williams, Terry Brown, Teresa Biddle, Lavonna Kincaid, Carla Sawyer, Reverend Jesse Porter, Deacon Ezekiel Dennis, Brenda Porter, Craig Lee Jones, Granny Beulah, Papa Al Riesling, Inez Smith, George Gamble Sr., Joseph Garrett, LaShonda Jamar, Leroy Riley, Mona, Yolanda Hunter, Yvonne, Patrice Turner. We have Herman Reeves, Amanda Reeves, Josh Reeves, Lena Kate, Herman Reeves, Pam Johnson, and Vera and Reese Fisher. Man, family, I want to lift up our ancestors and say, oh my God, I just dropped the page. We done had this book. We ain't had this book too long, but it's been long enough for the pages to start falling out, so I'm going to have to transfer them to one of the documents that you see if you go to GNJmedia.live, to one of the Daily Toaster forums. All right, family, so we lift up our ancestors. We salute our ancestors. We know from which we come. We lift up our glass, and we toast those people who, in a sense, took care of us when we weren't able to take care of ourselves. We lift our glass up. We salute those who basically helped us frame the lives that we are living now. We lift up our glass for those who fought for our time and our space and our right to exist in this time and space. We lift up our glass. We salute those personal ancestors. And with that, we say the mighty word of Ashe. From there, family, we move on to the present moment. Right now, I want to give all of the Ujamaa babies a rousing round of applause. Give it up for them. And I want y'all to know, check 1, check 2, check 1, check 2. All right. Our voice channel is open. Where is it at? Yep. G&J Media Talk is open. Yep. And you can get on in. I already posted the link up. I will post it up again for those that want to join the conversation, because we're going to have a nice little quick conversation about some of this stuff that's popping off in the news. It was a lot of stuff that I found this morning. But anyway, let's get back to it. Let's see. All right, so we are on Ujamaa family. I ask you, as I do on a daily basis, to open up your reticular formation and start seeking out your principle. The principle today is Ujamaa, right? Take some time to find it. It's out there. So let's talk just a little bit about Ujamaa. We ain't gonna, like I said, Ujamaa, for those that don't speak the language, Ujamaa means cooperative economics, and it's cooperative economics, right, family? The modern principle for the day is reciprocity. Gratitude is the M7 principle, which is what we teach the young people. We got the color green, as you can see by the shirt. Polarity is the Hermetic law. Male name for the day is Yao. Female name is Yah. So once again, I want to give all of those born on this magnificent day a round of applause. Yeah. So family, we raise our glass and we salute this moment, the power of this moment. We lift up our glass. We salute this moment and the power in this moment. Because if we take advantage of the power in this moment, we will be sure to maintain the space and time our ancestors left to us. Our ancestors left us a sacred trust, and that's that space and time. Now it's our goal to take this moment and build up that space and time, expand that space and time, and also develop the resources so that we could pass this space and time, this moment, to the future generations. So we lift up our glass, saluting this moment, and we say, Ashe. From there, we move to our children, our children's children, on to infinity. Family, I can't wait to see what our babies do. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, we raise our glass, we salute our children, our children's children, on to infinity. And we say Ashe. From there, we move on to all of our relations. We lift up our glass. We toast all of our relations. From all of our relations, we move on and we lift up our glass and we salute. Oh, this is that selfish toast. Family, this is for you. What is it that you need right now in this moment? We lift up the glass for that and we say Ashe. Last but not least, I want to toast the most magnificent, the most beautiful, the most marvelous, the most uplifting, most outstanding, most beautiful, most inspiring, the bravest individual in the room. I want to lift up my glass to you. Don't shy away from it now. This is for you, because I toast you every day. We lift it up for you, and we say Ashe. 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 All right, family. It's time for us to get to the news. This is that grape and ginger. The fruit, I don't like how the fruit does with the ambrosia, but anyway, that's me. But some people like it. But I will be having a straight ginger. I'm gonna be doing a straight ginger. I had a sister say she wanted straight ginger, so I'm gonna have a nice batch of straight ginger. One of those is already gone. Shit, actually, I got a couple. I had to go on and get some extra buckets. All right, one love to you as well, Brother Kwame. So let's go on and let's get to the news. Oh, man, it's going down right now. All right, so I had to share this. I've been dreaming about toucans. Y'all, and those that don't know what a toucan is, just think about Fruit Loops. You know what I'm saying? The little symbol for Fruit Loops. I've been dreaming about toucans. Toucans, strawberry pies, and Power, which was my dog, right? But toucans have been popping up, right? And they say the toucan is a tribal symbol that is carved on a totem pole by native tribes. The toucan represents communication and showmanship. Toucans can boost your self-esteem. The toucan totem is mirroring your behavior to show you that it's safe to take off the mask and reveal your true self. So I don't know if I'm dreaming for me or I'm dreaming for somebody out there, but either way, I decided I would share that. Maybe somebody out there could use that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm kind of me everywhere I go. What is this on my screen there? What's that on my screen? I'm kind of me everywhere I go. You wait, okay. All right. I'm kind of me everywhere I go. So I guess that, But anyway, maybe I am hiding something. I don't know. But anyway, all right, so we're live right now as it shows. Oh, let me go into the post. That's what I keep on forgetting to click. I got to click the post. So once again, friend, I want to remind you, we got the DigiFest coming up on June 20th, and it's going to be going down. We got Brother Greg Carr coming. He'll be here at we're going to do him about 4:15. We got Sister Herb Jallo. You're embracing your femininity and what that looks like. In 2020, she'll be there at 3:30. We got Philip Shock Matthews. Well, actually, let me switch that. From 3:15 to about 3:30, we got Brother Shaka, and somewhere we got about, I'm gonna do Philip Shock Matthews about 3. We got some time in here. So at 1:45 to 2 p.m. we got Brother Malik. We have from 1:15 to about 1:45 we got Sister Christine, Cooking with Christine. She's going to, because y'all hear me talk about in the 4 pillars of health, breathing, water, culturally appropriate diet. She's going to be talking about the African heritage diet, and she's going to be doing a cooking demonstration. So come check that out. We're going to have yoga with Sister Roni at about 1 o'clock. And, of course, we're going to have an opening drum call. We're trying to do a national thing. I don't know how that's coming yet. But we're going to try to have a national drum call led by Elder Tony West. And also we're going to have some opening words by Dr. Mariba Kelsey, the Baba of the Village. Now, we're going to end it all with B-Jazz is going to have a live session, All this is going to be live. We're going to be streaming it live. We're working it out as we speak right now. We got enough technology to do it. So come on out and join us for DigiFest. Hopefully you get the flyer and you can see the flyer and you can share it. All right, we are live now. Let's see what it look like right now. They say 30 people reached 10 engagements. Okay, all right, cool. All right, hey, thank you. Like and share, family. All right. So first thing in the news, Ohio mayors push for police reform. Now, what I want to do is just go through this real quick. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I'll just want to paint out some words that kind of bother me, right? And it's just this is Brother Hatim's perspective. You know what I'm saying? Nobody else's. But words that pop up in these type of things kind of bother me, and I'll let you know why. The Ohio Mayor Alliance is my fault. This is from the Columbus Dispatch, and it's by Paul Sorada. Hope I'm pronouncing it right. The Ohio Mayor Alliance is a bipartisan collection of 25 mayors from the state's largest cities. The funding for this effort will come from the alliance with support from organizations including the Ohio Municipal League. The Ohio Mayor Alliance is creating a police reform support network to help cities share policies and implementation strategies to combat racial bias in policing and improve police community relations. Okay. This collaboration will draw on best practices. Okay. I always get concerned when I hear this term here. You know, this always pops up, and you really don't got an argument for it because it's like it's best practices. But where these practices are best, where they work at, you know what I'm saying? What makes them best? You know what I'm saying? Because I keep running to these best practices, but they don't be best as shit. You know what I'm saying? And they don't really work in all places. And research, best practice research from around Ohio and the country to help cities do the difficult work of implementing reforms. Columbus Mayor Andrew Ginther said in an online news conference Wednesday. Ginther was joined by fellow Democrats, Akron Mayor Dan Horgan, Dayton Mayor Nan Wiley, Toledo Mayor Wade Kapczynski, and Youngstown Mayor Jamel Tito Brown. Could be my cousin. Jamel Tito Brown. Wow. I'm going to check him out. Hold on. But anyway, you know, we got one brother on there, right? Going on. The Ohio Mayor Alliance Police Reform Support Network pledged to assess police reform policies in Ohio cities and nationally. All right, they're going to study, share best practices and policy standards within Ohio cities. So they're going to study, and then they're going to talk. Support local implementation by helping to navigate barriers to reform and bringing in resources to implement. So then now this is where the work. So you got these two steps up here. Then support local implementation by helping to navigate barriers. Now these barriers that often going to pop up is stuff like police unions. They don't like that shit. Come on now. Police unions don't want the change. It will start by focusing on limits of use of force. Okay. Expanding body cameras, and we know they could turn those off. Improving oversight. Okay. Now, improving oversight. What does that mean? We need to radically change the oversight that is over the police and empower the oversight. If we don't do that, we just spinning our wheels. Strengthening accountability, which means that they're going to have to make this oversight committee outside of the police, and they're able to have to hold people accountable for their bullshit. Improving training and recruitment. I do agree with this, because the officers do need to be trained better, and I think training needs to be a regular part of their weekly duties. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they might need to clock 5 hours of training. There need to be constant workshops on how to deal with people and how to build relationships, how to be a fucking human being. You know what I'm saying? How to meditate to get some of the stress off, because we're going to talk about that. And rethinking public safety more broadly. Okay. Like, and pulling police off of certain duties that they don't need to be doing when you could be hiring or using other professions to do this. Now, I'm trying to get to one of these words that bothers me. Well, a lot of those words. Columbus began to reform policing by banning the use of tear gas and limiting the use of pepper spray on nonviolent protests. Okay, protests only happen when shit blows up. So, what about every day? You know what I'm saying? Establishing the Citizen Review Board. Okay, this is gonna have teeth. Signing the Obama Pledge, which commits the city to reviewing and reforming use of force police policies, among other actions. Are we talking about demilitarizing? Are we talking about taking the army out of the police? You know what I'm saying? They militarize. You know what I'm saying? We need to go on and demilitarize them. That's what we need to do. Our police departments in our cities are not immune to these problems, and we must do more, Ginther said. The Ohio Mayor Alliance, a bipartisan collection of 25 mayors from the state's largest cities, the funding for the effort will come. They already said that up top. Where is this word transparency? What is transparency word? Because that's part of, I hate when they start using words like that, right? I hate it. I don't know why. I really, really just hate when they start using words like transparency, because what's going to happen is we are going to, family, if we don't start having our conversations, if we don't start building all over this country, they're going to try to have conversations and try to talk all this shit that's going on away, right? And before we know it, we'll be sitting with another incident very similar, if not worse, to what happened with George Floyd, or what happened. The shit is going to continue. So we have to make sure that we're having the conversations. See, because the young folks are on the streets. Us as older people, those of us that's not out in the street, we need to be having the conversations. Okay? We need to be having the talks. We need to be setting up these classes. We need to be teaching our young people about politics. We need to be learning about politics ourselves. We need to be learning about economics. We need to start taking the time to really get into some nation building talk. And not only talking, but then also start with some of these actions. Because some of these people need to be removed from their position. Some of these, I ain't gonna, let me go on. I'm about to jump on my soapbox. I'm already on my soapbox. But I can't stand when they start using words like transparency. When you see that shit, allow your antennas to go up, right? Because we know what transparency means. Nothing. You know what I'm saying? It means nothing. You know what I'm saying? And it's not realistic. You know what I'm saying? How? Like when, let me shut up. All right, so we got El Toro pleads guilty in federal court in Columbus to roll to shipping cocaine from Colombia. Now, the major reason I want to focus on this is I want y'all to look at this. This dude is in Columbus federal court named El Toro. He pleads guilty. Federal court in Columbus to roll and shipping cocaine from Colombia. A Guatemalan man known as El Toro has pleaded guilty in federal court in Columbus, Ohio, to his role in facilitating the shipment of large quantities of cocaine from Colombia to the United States. Francisco Golon Valenzuela, 40, entered a guilty plea Wednesday in U.S. District Court in Columbus to a charge of conspiracy to distribute at least 5 kilograms of cocaine on the high seas. He will be sentenced later and could face up to 10 years in prison. 10 years in prison? Now, hold on. Well, maybe he only, 10 years. 10 years. How many Pookies and Jamals are still in jail and got caught with a couple of rocks of cocaine? They are actually, he is facing 10 years. Now, family, this is what I want to ask, right? If me and you were in a criminal enterprise and I knew and you knew that we had millions of dollars on the line, and you knew that one of us was going to have to go down, and let's just say you decided to go down, right? You'd be like, fuck it. Would you take the time? 10 years? Come out to $5 million? Come on. Because let's look at what he was doing. All right. Golden Valenzuela, known by associates as El Toro, participated in elaborate logistics that guided the shipment of cocaine from the fields of Colombia through Central America, Mexico, and into the United States. Federal court records state. The overseas part of the scheme involved the alleged recruitment of fishermen and commercial maritime laborers to transport cocaine. Logistics also included paying taxes or fees to allow for passage of cocaine through areas controlled by drug cartels. The case revolved around 3 major cocaine busts. Now I want y'all to listen to this. This case, it revolves around just 3. So we don't know how much he brought in. But one is 880 kilograms seized by the Coast Guard, 720 kilograms seized by the U.S. Coast Guard, 34 kilograms of cocaine seized by the Guatemalan police in San Marcos. The Galapagos Islands case resulted in 4 defendants being brought to Ohio for federal prosecution. That case alone involved more than 1,584 pounds of cocaine with a street value of $25 million. Now let's go back up to the top. 10 years? I got a friend right now in jail for non-violent related crime who got damn near 10 years. How many? I mean, I know I can't be the only one that look at this shit and be like, this shit is, I don't believe it. Well, it's going on. So it's some shit that we really need to change. Oh, look at him. You know what I'm saying? He almost white. Has been accepted into whiteness, so they're going to pat him on the hand, right? But then they're going to take your nephew or your son or even your niece, if they get caught with some rock cocaine, and give them motherfuckers damn their life. And they've been doing this. Come on now. Let me skip off of this. This shit is ridiculous. We got young boys. I don't know if they still doing it, but back when I was working with the young men, they used to be talking about they want to ride on a bird. They just want a bird. This motherfucker brought in $25 million worth of cocaine and is only getting 10 years. And might not even be a goddamn citizen. He's from Guatemala, right? Prison may be an upgrade. Come on now. Roland Martin had an excellent little piece this morning talking about major media companies, right? Because the media companies, goes through everybody else's laundry. But the one thing that Roland is asking, who's going through these major media companies' behaviors and actions behind the scenes, right? Because this is how. Because media is one of the major ways. Media is, my fault, the major way that we get information about what's going on in the world. And they control it. And they could throw up a shield right now because of all this stuff going on. And then they'll go back to their regular practices. The question that has to be asked and what we have to start pushing is, how do we change these media companies? Right? How are these media companies going to change? Or start using our own media like we doing right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a reporter, though. Bolton says Trump asked China to help him get reelected. Damn. The great pumpkin can't stay out of trouble. All right. Republicans unveil their police reform bill in Senate. Here we go. I'm guaranteeing the language that puts me off. First off, when it comes to police reform, this is only a black issue. So what the Republicans do? They find the only black man in their crew And they say you got to take the lead on this. Look at Turkey Nut. Look at Turkey Neck back here. Look at Turkey Neck. Turkey Neck back here looking at him like, go ahead, speak. Right. Congressional Republicans on Wednesday unveiled a police reform package, teeing up what could be a contentious debate with Democrats over how to address the change demanded by Americans in the aftermath of George Floyd's death and widespread protests over police brutality and systematic racism. Led by Senator Tim Scott, Republican, South Carolina, the chamber's lone black Republican. That sounds like a superhero show, don't it? The lone black Republican. Let me go and highlight that. Put that in pink. The lone black Republican. The bill includes measuring aimed at increasing transparency. My fault. This is from the Dispatch, I think. Yeah, this is Dispatch. Yep, Columbus Dispatch. And this is by Crystal Hayes. The bill includes measures aimed at increasing. Here we go. I knew it was somewhere. I knew it. I can't stand this goddamn word. We need to throw this shit up out of our lexicon. Transparency. Increasing transparency at police agencies and around use of force incidents. Increasing transparency at police agencies and around use of force incidents, while also incentivizing department to use body cameras and ban chokeholds by withholding federal grant money. All right, I just wanted to go through that word. I stopped reading right about there. Transparency. When they just throw out trigger words. They throw out words that are supposed to just get you to just be like, who? So the police force is going to be more transparent, which means they have to do a few more reports a year. It ain't what a lot of y'all think. You know what I'm saying? When we gonna just be able to see what's going on? No. Don't shit run like that. Obama talked about transparency and being more transparent, and we were even more lost. How you gonna run a government and letting your enemy know and letting all your competition know? How you gonna be a company? How you gonna be the police and be transparent? I'm just saying. You know, transparently, we're gonna raid this house. Some motherfuckers always gonna be ahead of you. Hell, they might be transparent enough right now, but hold on. But not to us. But anyway, let's keep it moving. Opinion: we are the part of the problem. They protest. State Supreme Court judges all over the country, especially black ones, are being confronted with the fact that they're part of the problem that's being protested. You know what I'm saying? People realizing, I mean, we participate in our own oppression full-heartedly, full steam ahead, because we was taught. That's what we was taught. That's the right thing to do. And now our children are revealing the harsh realities to us. COVID-19 may have saved black people, even though it's killing a lot of us. But this whole outbreak has given us pause, has forced us to stop and really look and react to what's going on. We can see it. Some of y'all see it in y'all bank. Okay, I did a little parody here. Little white girl crying about her sandwich. Let's go look at this. I just want to show this. We're going to show this. I did my little parody on it, but just go and listen. Let me take it off.
I decided to come to the McDonald's at Love's on the Ford Avenue exit, and I waited in line to get my food. I had already done my mobile order so that, you know, people don't pay for my stuff, because I just always like to pay for it myself. But I'm on my way home from work. When I pull up to the window, they hand me my receipt, so I go to the second window to get my food, and I'm waiting, and I'm waiting, and I'm waiting. And so the girl comes to the window and asks me what my order was. I repeat my order,
Listen.
And my coffee.
She wiping away tears. Let me
Order.
Give me some of those.
And
some
they asked me
goddamn
to pull up
tears.
because my food's not ready. It's
Add that
English
to my
muffin
libation. Give me some of those
meal
goddamn
with
tears.
a hash brown and coffee. And I mean, I hadn't eaten since probably about. I mean, I've been up for.
Come on, give me some more tears.
In a while, so I was kind of hungry, and I'm still waiting.
Mm-hmm. She's still waiting, y'all.
And they asked me to pull up, so I pull up forward, and a girl comes out with my coffee and just the coffee, and she hands it to me, and I have my window down.
Here they come.
That's all she hands me is the coffee.
Put them in the glass. Put them in the glass.
I told her, I said, don't bother with the food because right now I'm too nervous to take it.
Okay.
It doesn't matter how many hours I've been up.
No.
It doesn't matter.
Don't at all.
What I've done.
No.
For anyone.
Nope. Put them tears in that glass.
Right now I'm too nervous to take
Come on.
a meal from McDonald's.
Okay.
Because I can't see it being made.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on with people nowadays.
Okay.
But please, just give us a break. Please just give us a break.
Come on.
I don't know how much more.
Put them tears in that glass. Go ahead, girl.
I've been in
Come on,
this
white
for
girl.
15
Give them
years,
up.
and
Give them
I've
up.
never,
Give
ever
'em
had such anxiety about waiting for McDonald's drive-through food.
Yeah.
So just have a heart, and if you
Thank
see
you.
an officer,
Come on.
just tell them.
Put them tears in the glass, white girl.
Thank you enough anymore.
Okay. Okay. All right. So we can stop there right there. Now I did my little piece on that last night, but I wanted to share that with y'all because this is part of the issue here. This is part of the issue for us, right? You know, first off, I got some white girl tears in my shit right here, right now, right? You know, in the ambrosia. You know, thank you very much. And you know, y'all go back and y'all can look at some of my commentary. I won't go back over it. But you know, she is. How you doing, Miss Lisa Todd? Good morning to you as well. She's having a breakdown about shit that many of us had to learn how to adjust to before we went through puberty. This bitch is going through some shit right now that most of us had to learn how to deal with before we were adults. And she's breaking down. It had only been 2 weeks. 2 weeks. You understand? By puberty, you know what I'm saying? I had to learn how to deal with all that shit. The waiting, the motherfuckers looking at me suspiciously, wondering whether somebody's putting something in my food, especially when I went to white restaurants and shit. When I'm traveling with my family. You know what I'm saying? Adjusted to how my grandparents might act or how my mom might act because of certain situations. Right? Being concerned about how people are looking at me and what they do. This is shit that we learn to deal with before puberty. My kids learning how to deal with this shit right now. And we got police officers breaking down all over the country. Right? Now, family, be on your P's and Q's. Because we got white people out here having nervous breakdowns about your life. Because they've been exposed to what it means to be us in America. Just a little bit. They even getting a whole, you know what I'm saying? It's sort of like you giving, you know when you go to some of those bars and you ask for a straight shot and they give it to you, you know that shit been watered down? They getting the watered down version. The watered down version, and they're having breakdowns. How is that shit possible? So now I want you to think about this. You just happen to be driving to where you're going today. You get pulled over. I want you to keep this video in your mind. When you dealing with that beast, regardless, white, black, whatever, because a lot of times family, and we need to get out, we need to get in the mindset to understand that this thing that we battling against don't matter what color the skin is. Because you could be a strong supporter. You know what I'm saying? Just because of, you know, I mean, white supremacy has cheerleaders. So you need to make sure that you're monitoring everything you do because these motherfuckers is having breakdowns because they can't get their McDonald's on time. Anybody else out there ever had to wait at McDonald's for some food? Shouts out to Sister Janice. I see you out there. But they're about to go off. I'm over on GNJmedia.live. Anybody ever had a breakdown at McDonald's because your food was late? Is it just me? I mean, because I had to pull over several times, and I didn't take it personally. I didn't say because I'm black, y'all making me pull over. Just pull over and get my goddamn food and keep it moving. Is that just me? But you know, this thing is, I'm just joking, but the issue is we have fragile people in positions of power. And I'm calling them positions of power only because they have the ability to inflict death upon those that they are scared of, upon those that they feel are a threat, upon those that even make them feel uncomfortable by asking them a question. Could you imagine how this white bitch would act, or somebody that's in that mind state will react if you ask them a simple question like, why you pull me over? Can I speak to your supervisor? So, I mean, we got a lot of work to do. We got a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do on us. But then also we got to understand, we got, you know, because it ain't all us. Because y'all just saw that shit with me. That is, I mean, really, for us, a lot of us that tune in here, that is some super weak shit. Right? You know what I'm saying? I'm just imagining some of the shit that, you know what I'm saying? I done seen sisters break down. And it wasn't about no goddamn McMuffin. I know her breakdown wasn't about McMuffins either, but she talking about 2 weeks. Nobody said thank you. You know what I'm saying? Could you imagine changing motherfuckers' diapers, taking care of everybody else in your life, dealing with a ill parent? I mean, all this shit. I'm just saying, family. I've been around women that's been going through twice as much, 3 times as much, 4 times as much as she is. And I don't see that shit. Right? Just be kinder. Come on now. We grew up with this shit. Welcome to America. About time. But anyway, family, I'm about to get up. I got to get to my adventure. Yes, I do. And family, I want to thank each and every last one of you. Make sure you like and share. You know what I'm saying? Check and be ready for DigiFest. You know, it's gonna be some bumps. But it's gonna be good. I'm just letting y'all know. You know what I'm saying? So, as a matter of fact, I gotta talk with the family tomorrow about adjusting the schedule after we get some, because I'm waiting for some final contacts to know if we're gonna be able to do some stuff and stuff like that, because we might be changing the schedule just a little bit. But the majors are there. I'm just waiting for some of our local family to get back in touch with me, because I want to make sure that the software and the stuff that we have work. So family, I will be getting with y'all. I will see y'all tonight at 9 p.m. I have some more news for y'all. And of course, we're going to talk about these proverbs, breaking them down, do some wisdom mining. So put on your work clothes. You know what I'm saying? When you come, because we're going to have to get dirty. We're going to dig down into the wisdom, because we need some of this wisdom in these times. All right, this is Brother Hatem. I want to say peace. And also, I'm surprised nobody called in. You know, y'all could have called in on the, I'm trying to test out this, what is it called? What is that thing called that I'm using now, Cleve? What? The thing that I take messages and can do phone calls on? Discord. Trying to test out the Discord. See, I'm getting old, family. I got to call on my son to be my memory keeper and shit. Ain't that something? Anyway,
question too. It
Go
can
ahead.
be on the record, off the record. It can be on the record. I heard Bob Johnson said he's talking to the higher powers, I guess the government, about our reparations. And I guess the numbers that they come up with were about 3. His name is Saul, here in Ngozi, Northern Light Shopping Center. You want more than just a nice cut? Good conversation, good vibe, good music. Come see me at 3512 Cleveland Avenue.
Women, but the most important goddesses were black, not just for the African now in the civilization of the Greek. The Greek was so profoundly affected by the Africans that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey, the woman who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her, is Circe, who is represented as a black woman with African features on the Greek vases. The woman who helps Jason win the Golden Fleece is a black woman, Medea. The woman who marries Perseus, the Greek hero,
Peace to you as well, Janice. You have a great day.
Peace, family. Yo, thank you for joining us. Right? And I'm thrilled to announce the fact that we are now releasing our first free e-course. Come and learn about Gye-Nyame journey, see some of the stuff we do. Come and join the tribe. Tribe up with us and check out the free e-course. We'll make sure that the URL pop up right about here. And it'll probably be somewhere in here. Check us out, family, because we are building. Come and learn about Gye-Nyame journey, and let's build together.